Hey, what is going on? Welcome to Beautiful Star Podcast. I am so grateful. I feel so happy. Today has been an amazing day for me. I hope you guys have had a great day. Comment below. Let me know how your day was, or even in the chat, you could share how your day was. Yeah, so yes, I'm live again. And before I go into the topic, um, I want to give some announcements of what's going on here at Beautiful Start Podcast. Well, actually, at www.beautifulstartpodcast.com, okay? Because that's where you could go to sign up for any of the, you know, the live virtual calls or anything, the live events. Um, so let me go into it. So I want all of you guys to know that there is a meditation group that I am running. It is absolutely free. Okay, it's absolutely free for anyone to sign up. Okay, this group will meet once a month on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. for 30 minutes, okay? You have to make sure that you are in a quiet place, that you will not be disturbed. Um, yeah, so all you have to do if you're interested in being a part of it, right? You go to the website www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and you sign up. I mean, you go there, then you click, you see that you click meaningful meditation. Let me give you an outline of what to do. You click meaningful meditation, and then you fill out the form with your email and your name, and all the information will be sent out to you. Um, you know, with the date that it's going to be, and all you have to do is just sign up one time, and you're gonna always receive um an email every month with a link to the live meditation. But it's just you know uh, um, a live virtual call um, of the meditation, but you'll have the link to it. Um, and you have to also, like, if you haven't received the email, you have to check like your spam or junk mailbox. So the junk box, the junk spam, the spam junk box. Um so you want to definitely check that, because I know, you know, sometimes they'll send emails directly to like the junk box um when you know they don't know the email, they're not familiar with the email, or they suspect that it's kind of like, some scammer shit going on. So yeah, you want to definitely check that if you haven't received the email, but definitely go to the website and and sign up. Meditation is very important. It's very it can help you to train your mind, keep you to focus. Um, it has a lot of different properties with it. And it's also great to be a part of a group, especially, doing it consistently, which is the key. So if you're interested in that, definitely sign up. Like I said, it's absolutely free. Um, yeah. And another thing that's going on here at Beautiful Star Podcast is I'm doing a live virtual call on Friday, June 27th at 8 p.m. for 45 minutes. Okay. This live virtual call does cost $40. Yes. This one costs money. And this live virtual call is titled F It Up, Forgive and Focus. Um, yeah, so if you're interested in that, definitely go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. Make sure that you click the link when you go there, Beautiful Transformation, and click F It Up. And then you could sign up. So you want to sign up, you just like the same thing, your email and your name, and then all the information regarding a live call and how to make a payment will be sent out to you. Okay? It will be sent out. And also there, you want to check your spam and junk box, okay? Because you will definitely receive an email instantly. Um, yeah, and then you guys are always welcome to kind of like book a session. With me currently. There is a sale going on until July 2025. Um, yeah, that's if you guys uh go to my website now. That's what's going on. I have to definitely let you guys know what's going on here at Beautiful Star Podcast. I know if I'm like not going live or I'm not on any of these social media platforms that I am on, I feel like the only platform, well, it's probably a whole bunch of platforms, but I'm not on TikTok right now. So the social media sites that I am on is Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube, right? Um, I do have a blog, the Sensual Healing Corner. You can see the link um on this page. Um, and you can always go to my website, www.beautifulstarpodcast.com, and then plus the podcast is streaming at different um like websites and stuff like that, like the um like Spotify, um what is it called? Like Apple Podcasts, like wherever podcasts can be heard. I have like over 100 episodes streaming or whatever. But yeah, I had to make those quick announcements right fast, but kind of like staying in your own lane, okay? Doing what kind of like works for you, creating a path for yourself. A lot of times people want you to kind of like be a mimic of them or be a shadow of them, right? It's like they want you to do what they want you to do because what they think how, a person should be, how a person should act, like, you know, people should have like the same goals and aspirations in life, or their definition of success is what's key. You know what I'm saying? Um, but the reality is that everyone has different goals and different aspirations in life and what they seek. But the key thing is really figuring that out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't really have no idea of what it is that you want to do, of course, sometimes you may piggyback off of somebody, or you might get inspired by like a little commercial to go back to school, or to do a training or a trade, or to start your own business. Sometimes the inspiration just comes from different places, and I get it, right? But you have to um also understand that it's your life, right? And it's like you have to kind of like do what it is that you have to do for yourself and what you see um success as, right? That's um what it is that you want to kind of like uh pursue or, set out your goals, right? Because we have like the ability to live whatever life that we want to have. And um some people may and some people make other people feel or think that they don't deserve to have what it is that they want out of life. They think that, okay, well, your dreams is too, like, you thinking too big for yourself. You having like some type of high expectations, or you feeling like um they making you feel like, oh, you can't really achieve what you want because it has to kind of like fit into what it is that they want for you or how they perceive you. Because, some people do have like preconceived notions when they meet people based off of the areas that they live at. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if you live in the hood, oh, they think you ain't doing nothing with your life. You know what I'm saying? They think you haven't went to school. They think that you don't work. They think you just sitting on um public aid or public assistance or governmental assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have, they think everyone that lives in the projects is just, ain't doing nothing, just sitting home watching Maury all day. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the TV shows are on now, because I don't really know what's on what's on really, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying, like, people have like this preconceived notion. They think like, oh, people who are in the suburbs or in different communities, gated communities, that, oh, everyone is motivated, everyone, is out there working every day. You know what I'm saying? It's just preconceived notions that people have about other people. And it's like, all that stuff is just basically biases, and, you know, um it's meant to keep people in a box. And it's just like allowing someone to project onto you what it is that they think, what I'm saying, you should do or how you should be, is very limited, right? And it's like you could kind of like catch on to people who trying to like um get into your head and try to make you feel some type of way about yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, it's some people out there who, once they've reached a certain level of education for themselves, they may decide to further their education, right? Or they may decide to do something else, right? But they still have drive, they still are motivated. You know what I'm saying? But some people feel like, oh, if you don't have an education, um, in terms of uh, your master's degree, your doctorates, um, they start to feel like, oh, well, what are you doing with your life? Like, where are you going? Oh, you just gonna work this one job forever? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you just gonna you know, living your hood forever. What you gonna be driving that beat up car forever? And it's just like, when people start paying your bills and doing things for you, then maybe they can have some type of say in your life. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just feel like, and some people kind of get caught up in what someone else thinks about them and what someone else wants from them, and they need some type of validation, or they need someone to kind of like give them approval um to live their life. And what I'm saying to you is that you don't need no approval from nobody or no validation from nobody. Okay? I just feel like you set your goals and the things that you set your goals for the things that you want to accomplish in your life. And sometimes it's not a career goal. It may not be a career goal. Some people goal is to just, kind of like get through the day and have peace for real. Some people are working on self-care goals, like taking care of themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Some people have um goals in which they want to kind of like focus on um their spiritual path, or you know um doing stuff like that's just going to center you, um that's going to help you to kind of be more in a peaceful state. And some people are goals are kind of like changing how they respond to situation. Because like if you the type of person that you go from 0 to 100, and you done been locked up a whole bunch of times, and you trying to be like, wait, hold on, I gotta really change how i'm I'm allowing myself to get enraged, and I'm making these decisions that's causing me to be kind of like, you know, in in a place that I don't want to be in, right? So let me work on that. It could be different, aspects, like the different 5 areas of life. People could have goals in reference to that, but the thing is like, hmm, what is it that you want for yourself? Not what you think other people want for you, or because someone is dangling a shiny item in your face and making you feel like, okay, what they have is better than what you offer. You know what I'm saying? Or what you have. They making you feel like, okay, their life is better than yours, and you have to constantly try to like keep up. Like, you know how this saying is like, they say, oh, keep up with the Joneses. Oh, you gotta have like this kind of car. You gotta have these type the all of these kind of degrees. You got, you know what I'm saying? You gotta dress this kind of way. You gotta wear your hair this kind of way. You gotta put on makeup like this, or you know what I'm saying? Get different surgeries to be a part of the in crowd and all that stuff. And it's just like, at the end of the day, if that's for you, it's for you, if that's what you want. But if that's not what you want, and it's not resonating with you, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned that there's a lot of people out there that's literally weirdos. Like, we're really watching people that we may have idolized in our past, like as teenagers, as kids. Like, I'm in my 40s. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Um, so I've seen this world kind of like, well, I'm talking like I'm you know, a elder. Well, I mean, some people will consider me an elder, like depending on your age. But I'm like, I ain't 70 or 80 years old. You feel me? Um, but the thing is, it's like when you kind of like in your teens, like when you're a teenager, when you're a young adult, um, depending on how you was raised or stuff like that. But no, some some younger people have like this idea in their mind about life, right? And they put certain people on pedestals, and they look at them and think that, oh, they have it all together, they live in a life, and come to find out that's not what the case is. You feel what I'm saying? I remember when I used to be in elementary school, and it was this hot rapper at the time, right? And I just thought this rapper was like the bomb. I was like, yo, everything this rapper is spitting, like the way that person looked, like the whole image, everything. I was like, oh, this person had it going on. But 5,000 surgeries later, you realize that yeah, there was something deeper going on there. You feel what I'm saying? Not to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you when you look at when you young, it's like you have an image of how you think life is, or you think you have an idea of what life is, or you look up to certain people, and you know what I'm saying, you think that their life is all great and they have it going on and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't got it going on. All that stuff is the front. Like people be straight actors. Like as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that people just wear the mask better than others. You know what I'm saying? Um, like this whole sense of like self love, right? It's just like what really constitute as self love. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it how you present yourself? Is it how you dress? You know what I'm saying? You got on the latest stuff. Your hair's always done. Your nails done. You feel what I'm saying? Um, or is it how you care for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Is it that you don't um practice and behavior that is destructive to yourself? Is it that you don't put yourself in situations in which other people have significant control over you? Is it really having a strong mind and a strong will? You know what I'm saying? These are all factors, that come into play. You feel what I'm saying? That I personally believe, like when you delve deep into it. Now they have so many different books on Amazon. They have so many thousands, if not millions, of people on, what I'm saying, YouTube, kind of like tapping into that type of stuff. But I think um I did talk about that plenty of times. But kind of like delving deep into it, and um it causes you to kind of like think, like, all right, because it's like you think, you know I don't even want to tap go into that aspect, because the main focus is pretty much, right, doing what works best for you in your own terms, staying in your lane that you want to be in, pretty much, right? Not being forced by anybody or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like understanding what you genuinely want out of life versus what someone is trying to project on you, or even being kind of like consumed with other people's suggestions and shit like that as to what it is um that you I'm sorry, I had to drink. All right, 1 second, hold on. Yeah, but it's pretty much like what it is that you want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, and not being pressured by anybody else. Cause some people, they either try to like wage into um your kind of your business and stuff like that. It's like they want to know oh, what you doing, you know, what school that you in, where you work at, what kind of car you drive, you know, how much money you have in the bank, you know what I'm saying, what's your 5-year plan. It's like, unless I'm coming to you, um, and you kind of like some uh professional developer, or like um someone who's conducting trainings on professionalism, and um then I don't think you know, it's really appropriate for me to really be answering a question, what's my 5-year plan, like who, like, you know what I'm saying, unless I'm willingly going somewhere where this is a part of their curriculum, where they asking me about what my 5-year plan is. You know what I'm saying? Or am I sitting down doing a writing assignment, or kind of like a workbook, and that's a part of the question, something that I consented to. You know what I'm saying? Rather than just being questioned, um, rather than just being questioned by some random person. Oh yeah, what's your 5-year plan? Like, you know what I'm saying? You at the bus stop and somebody just come up to you and be like, oh yeah, what's your 5-year plan? Like, what you know, where you see yourself in 5 years? Like, I'm just waiting for the bus be like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? It's just like people be trying to really um ask like these weird questions. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's just be so weird at the most randomest place. You feel what I'm saying? You working at a fast food job flipping burgers, and your coworker by you, y'all both flipping burgers together. And she like, "Oh yeah, what's your 5-year plan? Will you see yourself in 5 years?" You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know, like I just think like, as far as people with their personal development, their personal um personal goals and stuff like that, um of course, like, you should know what it is that you want to do with your life and stuff like that. But because someone is openly telling you what it is that they plan to do, and what it is, you know what I'm saying, what it is that they want to do, or, you know, telling everybody their business, that don't mean that you have to tell everyone your business. Cause it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what, I just don't see the point in that. You feel me? Like, I don't see the point in that. But people could do what they want to do. You feel me? But as far as, like, you know, knowing what people's intentions are, you feel me? Because it's like, you sit there and legit tell somebody, oh, what your 5-year plan is, or, you know, where you see yourself in 5 years. Um, what are you going to do if they say something that's negative in reference to that? What's going to be your comeback for that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, or they really kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like some people are weird, right? And I'm just like really finding that out now. Like, some people are super weird. They only want to get to know your information in order to kind of like use it in a way in which they could kind of tear you down with it, or um You know what I'm saying? It may seem like, oh, it's it's a positive conversation, but really it is kind of like in a way in which they're trying to sabotage the goals that you have based off of the things that they're gonna follow up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you tell someone, oh well, you know, I want to be in my 5 year plan, um, I see myself going back to college. I see myself um completing a training. I see myself working at this place. That's where I see myself, right? And then they could kind of like start to uh say stuff to you like, well, but how you gonna um go to college when you don't even have the money for it? Like, where does this money's coming from? Like, when you was in high school, you wasn't even doing good. You wasn't even, you barely passed high school. So how you gonna go to college and finish it? You feel me? Like you wasn't even waking up, getting up to go to school. So how you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like they're trying to um start to say stuff like that. You feel me? Or um they'll say, oh, it asks you, okay, what you majoring in? Which you know what I'm saying? And someone could be like, well, I want to be, a mental health worker, or I want to be a social worker. And they'll probably be like, well, you don't even have, social skills. You don't even talk to people. You don't even like people. Like just try to like, bring your situation, like try to make something um that was possibly a positive question and turn it into something totally like negative. Like really see yourself doing that? Like I don't see you doing that, you know? Like something like that, like people, I don't know, it's just the weird aspect of it. It's so weird. And and it's people, they don't like you, but then they want to sit down and tell you all their business. They don't like you, but they want to sit down and vent to you about certain things, or they want to know all your business, ask you all these intrusive questions. And like for someone who is not like strong-willed or whatever, they'll sit back and kind of like answer the questions because it's like they think it's like this genuine conversation, but really it's really not. It's just someone who's trying to get your information so that they could use it against you and shit like that, right? Um, and I feel like with that you have to have some type of discernment, you know what I'm saying, with certain people that you know what I'm saying, you communicating with, or that um you're around, because it's just like some people are so fake. Fake. I mean fake, yo. And it's like as I get older, I notice that. But see, the thing is, it's not really like focusing on the fakeness of it, but kind of like focusing, start to bring it back to you and start to focus on yourself, right? Because I'm not trying to sit back and say, oh, everyone is bad and there's no good people out there. Yeah, there's good people, there's amazing people, there's people out there that genuinely want to see you be successful in everything that you do. There's people out there that do ask you questions in reference to like, oh, wait, will you see yourself in 5 years? And it's genuine, and they telling you where they see themselves in 5 years, and it's kind of like a conversation based off of the goals that you guys have, your next 5 year plan. You feel what I'm saying? But it's genuine, and There's an even exchange. You know what I'm saying? It's some positivity there, but it's like some people they don't like you, and they just gonna have conversation with you because they don't know how to shut the fuck up. They don't know how to be quiet. Like sometimes people don't even like the quietness. They don't. Like you being quiet is a problem or it bothers them. It's like, oh my God, it's too quiet. Let me start talking about this. Let me, or whatever. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? A room that is filled with, like, you know what I'm saying? If you in a room and sometimes people are not talking, right? And sometimes people are. You feel what I'm saying? But um sometimes, yeah, there is kind of like this awkward quietness, right? Um, but then sometimes it's just like, whatever. You listening to music, you know what I'm saying? Most people nowadays be on their phones. You feel me? Some people just be sitting back, listening to an audio or watching something on their phone or, you know what I'm saying, watching a movie and shit like that. Some people don't like engage in certain conversations, and sometimes you just be sitting there like, especially like if you are in a waiting room, like if you in a waiting room, you feel me, like waiting, to see a damn doctor or something like that, or if you working, you sitting there, you at the bus stop just waiting for the bus, right? Some people, even at the bus stop, random people will, they like to talk. Like, I don't know what's that's about. You know what I'm saying? People coming up to you, and whatever. Like people meet people. Like um, shit like that. But um, like as far as like being in a room, it's like, all right, yeah, people can engage in conversations and social environment, social situations. I don't know if that's okay. Um, but sometimes people don't even, it's just give off like this weird vibes, like the quietness. I don't know, like um, yeah, and it's just like there's nothing wrong with like, you know, to me, you talking to someone and you having a genuine conversation, y'all going back and forth, and then, you know, it becomes quiet, right? And it's cool, it's nothing negative or anything like that. And then the conversation to pick up again organically or whatever, right? And sometimes people don't want to talk, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to like, especially like when you have a long ride or something like that. Like let's say certain when I get in certain taxis, cabs, um, share rides, um, sometimes I like when the driver talks to me, but sometimes I don't want to talk. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to just zone out and just enjoy the ride and quietness. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully the damn car don't stink. Cause I ain't even going front like these past rides I've been getting in, like these cars have been stinking. Like I don't know if these guys are doing like double shifts and they not washing their ass. I don't know, but it's or whether or not if the passenger before me that was in a car, was in there and they kind of like, they left a bad odor. But yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, let me tell you this. I will never forget it, right? I was in like I had went to because I like this like the soul food place that's like up in Harlem. And so I had literally, I told myself, cause I was like, I don't know, cause I like to go shopping, right? And I have been doing a lot of online shopping, but lately I've been doing like going to like the mall and going to different like stores. Like one time I had went to a mall out in Staten Island. Um uh but this time I was like, I told myself, because I wanted to buy myself a new pair of sneakers, because I was like, girl, it's time to get some new sneakers. Like it's really that time for real. Um so I wanted to actually, I didn't want to order my sneakers online. I wanted to actually go into a store. So I was thinking about going to like down to the village or whatever, to Soho. That's not the village, but I was thinking about going to Soho um to get some sneakers, but I was like, nah, I want to go to Harlem to get some sneakers because I want to go to the soul food restaurant and get food, right? And so I had went there kind of like late in the day. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. It's like, who the hell goes to buy sneakers like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening? You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like time you get there, it's like the stores start closing like 7:30 or whatever, and I ended up getting out there like probably like 6:30 because it was like some stores was closing. Like, cause I was thinking about going into this art store, cause I was like, I could get me like something to hold my canvas, cause I've been doing like different painting and stuff like that. Like I've been trying to get myself to do different things while I'm alone, or like spending my time differently, right? I got some. We are in spring now, so I have like these little plant what is it called? The I got some seeds for some flowers and some dirt, and then I have some like little pots to put it in, like the plant to plant it in. I don't even maybe it's called plant pots. I don't know, but I got that. And so I was like, when I have downtime and you know I want to be, do stuff like that. So I thought to myself, I'm like, oh shoot, I could go to this store. They have a lot of different arts and crafts stuff, but then they was closed, and I was like, damn. But then I had went to the store. I got me some sneakers or whatever, and then I had went to the soul food restaurant. Right now, I didn't. Then I thought about it. I was like, I was going to get on a train, right? But then I was like, yo, I do not want to get on a train. I know it's going to be, well, by that time, it probably wouldn't have been crowded or whatever, but I just didn't want to, I don't know, I just didn't want to do the ride. I really didn't. I didn't want to do the ride. I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna work, B. I was like, yo, this really ain't gonna work, right? So, I went on the app and I got a ride on the app. I forget which one I used. I don't know which one I used. Um, was it? Yeah, it was. I think I don't know. Anyway, so I ordered the car to pick me up, right? Because I was like, let me go to this building, right in front of it. Boom. And so as soon as I ordered it, it said like 1 minute, and it looked like the driver was like kind of like around the corner, like literally, like as soon as he was like it appeared that he was at the light, and all he had to do was make a left and then drive in front of the building. So he makes a left, but then he stops his car at the corner. And so I'm looking at the license plates and I'm like, I see it. First of all, when I looked on the app, I was like, why is there a taxi? Like the yellow cabs. Like I was immediately mad. I was like, oh my God. I just was like, oh my, I'm like, whatever. So, but when he got on a corner, right, and I'm trying to signal the dude, like, all right, come down here, which I should have just picked up the phone and called him, but I wasn't thinking like that. And then at the same time, he was there, and then there was a bus like that was coming down, right? But where I was standing at, it wasn't no bus stop. It wasn't no bus stop where I was at. I was standing in front of a building. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm literally standing there and I'm like, how the hell he's at this corner or whatever. I'm like, why is this dude at this corner? You feel me? And so, it was literally like, it wasn't like a far walk, but I'm like, listen, I'm paying all this money to get in a car to go to where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? And so I was already mad. I was like, you know what, whatever, just walk, right? So I get in the car and yo, the shit is, yo, my dude, when I tell you, this dude was funky. It was like the whole car was lit. Like, it's like he ain't even put on no deodorant, none of that. None of it. It's just, it was funky. And I was like, because he already like drove off. Because he told me, he was like, oh, I thought you was wait. When I got into the car, because by the time I was by the car, he was calling me. And I'm like, he said, oh, I thought you was waiting for the bus. I said, that's not a, do you see a bus sign anywhere? The bus rolled past me. You feel what I'm saying? And so he drove off, and then the smell was just, I even opened a window. You know how you just like, I had opened a window. The smell was still like just, oh my God, it was horrible, B. Like, the smell was just so bad, yo. And I was like, I gotta cancel this ride. And so I was like, I told him, I was like, you gotta cancel the ride. He was like, oh, I can't. You gotta do it on your app. And so I tried to cancel the ride. I could not cancel the ride, B. It looked like I canceled the shit, but I'm like, it didn't even cancel. So I had to be in that car. I was so mad. I was like, for all this, I could have took the damn train home, B. Straight like that. I was like, I'm like, yo, I could have took the whole train home. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or I could have hopped on a bus. It would have been like three buses to. I'm like, this right here. I was so, when I tell you, I was so mad. I was on a highway with the window open, yo. And it was it was one of those hot days. Like, it was like about 80 degrees outside. It was hot as hell outside, B. Like, it was really hot outside. I was so mad. And I had my food too. I was through. I was too through. And then I was like, I was noticing, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, these drivers don't be washing their ass. I was like, I was like, what is going on? You know, out of do you have, but anyway, it's not even really about that, but I don't even know why I brought that up, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know, but it was just, I was just like, what the heck? What is going on? Like, that was just so weird. You know what I'm saying? My day was good up until that. I was like, I had my food. That food was hitting too. That food was good. They need to have like those stores all over the city, because I'm just like, um, but for the most part, before that experience, it felt good to like, be out. And I like Harlem. But Harlem looks really different. Like 125th Street, that's where I was at. I was on 125th Street, and I had went to the sneaker store. Um, I don't remember the name of it. What was it? It was, I forgot the name of the sneaker store that I went to, but they had like a few stores going out of business. I noticed that every time I go somewhere, I'm noticing certain stores are kind of like going out of business. And I think because a lot of people are doing more online shopping than anything, but it reminded me of my childhood in an aspect, or like, because we had to go out and buy clothes and stuff like that and buy sneakers and stuff like that. Um, we didn't really have the luxury to kind of like go online. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you prefer to shop online or do you prefer to actually go to the store? I'm noticing that certain things I like to go to the store and buy because you actually get a sale on it. Like I feel like household items or like, uh stuff that you use like pots and pans, like um dishes and what is it called? Plates and spoons and those things. I feel like when you order it online, they kind of like it's more pricier, like a whole pot set. You feel me? When I go into like a Target or different stores like that, I feel like they be having the stuff on sale like dirt cheap. For real. They be having it on sale for dirt cheap versus online. Online they kind of spike it up a little bit. So that's what I'm noticing. That some of the stuff like that um be more money online versus when you go into the store. Um but I don't know. I like to physically go out cuz it's like I get out the house, I do stuff, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm like busy and I have a lot of stuff that's going on, of course I like to, just quick and easy. Cause I'll say to myself, oh, I need to buy this. But because I'm so busy, I have all this stuff going on, I forget. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm better off ordering this thing online because I keep on forgetting to buy it. Like you feel me? So I feel like certain things, like if I can't find something in a store, I'm definitely gonna, go online and buy it or whatever. So that's what I'm finding or whatever. I don't even know how I got into that, but it is what it is. Like it is what it is. But I'm super excited about um before you know it, it's going to be summer. Oh my God. Like this spring has definitely been um raining and we've been having some beautiful days and I've been kind of like going out and enjoying the weather. You guys let me know, have you been going out enjoying the weather and doing stuff like and doing stuff like that. Um one of the things that I like to do is like go for walks. Um and I actually want to start going to um I don't like normally I do like community walks or I like to walk by certain parks, but I want to I actually cuz I'm like, damn, I want to go to Central Park. I ain't even going to hold you. Like I really want to go to Central Park, but Central Park is so far, like I don't know. It's so far. But I think like when you go out and you kind of like it kind of like brings like a sense of peace to me, like when you go out and you be in certain parks. Like I want to go to like a big park where there's some nice trees. um I can't wait till like the beaches open up, right? And it be I want to go to a clean beach because them beaches be, oh my God. I remember going to the beach and like as a kid it'd be like mad freaking uh garbage in the sand. You feel me? Oh hell no. I don't want to go to the any dirty New York beaches. not the dirty New York beaches, but the clean New York beaches, right? I can't wait to like the beaches start opening up. The I know you guys. There's many people who listening from different parts of the world, and I know there's some areas where the beaches are open all year round. Like as far as um you could go there, swim, and do stuff like that. Now, there's some crazy people out here that be, you know what I'm saying, swimming, going to the beaches and getting into the water when it's like 20 degrees outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is straight wild. And like, I don't know which time of the year it is, but people gather together when it's really cold, take off their clothes, and they get into the water. And I'm like, oh God, what is going on with that? I have no idea what that is about, but you know, um, but for the most part, I can't wait till the outdoor pools start opening up, and I have a lot of things that I want to that I'm going to be doing this summer. I'm excited about the season changing. Yeah, it's just those things. Comment below or and just let me know like what are your summer plans? What do you plan on doing? Are you doing vacations? Are you kind of like you know working this summer, like doing stuff like that? Do you have any projects lined up? Are you just because this summer, right? I plan on. I have so many different events that I'm going to that is going to be so fun. Okay, I'm definitely going to be out and about. Um, yeah, I definitely want to um go away. At least do one good trip, go away, right? I was thinking about like I've never done a cruise. I've never done a cruise. I'm like the boat ride type of person, but I've never done a cruise. I never went away on a cruise. I never went away on a cruise. Nothing that I could recall. Like, because I feel like, listen, if I've been on a cruise, I would remember that joint. But that's something that I absolutely want to do is go on a cruise. I remember before you couldn't even get me on no cruise. I didn't want to go on no cruise and none of that shit. Like I was like, absolutely not. But I'm like, I could do a little 2 days on a cruise. I don't know about 7 days, but probably 2 days on a cruise. Cause someone's like, yo, when you go on a cruise, it's so much stuff to do that you kind of like, you don't even realize that you on a cruise. So I'm like, I definitely want to go on a cruise or whatever. That's something that I absolutely know that I want to do. Um I have some different casino trips that I'm going to be going on too. And it's so crazy cuz it's like when I go to like the casino, like I'm not a gambler. Like unless I'm feeling like really lucky or something like that, I'll you know gamble, like play the slot machines and shit like that. But other than that, I'm like, I don't really care for it. It's like I go out there when I go to like the casino. I like the restaurants that they have. I like the other different activities. I like the spa. The spa is beautiful, be like so beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I love like the lounges or like the parties. Like, yes, I love the parties. Um, so that's pretty much what I be doing. Or sometimes I walk in their community, I buy different things, and it's just sometimes you just go on trips and you just kind of like be lounged out in a hotel room. Like it's a beautiful like experience. But I like the hotel rooms that you got like a balcony or you can open the windows. Like I don't know, it kind of like I need to open a window. Like it's some hotel rooms you just get the air, like the air conditioner or whatever like that. But I like to open a window. I like me a room where you could actually go out on a balcony. You feel me? So I don't know. I got some of that stuff lined up, and then different lounges that I'm going to be going to. Um, I don't know, not so much the amusement park. I don't know about maybe so I'll do a amusement park. I gotta think. I don't know. Mhm. Some Broadway shows I'm gonna be going to. I definitely have some boat rides because they're gonna be having all these different boat rides for the summer. Oh yes, but it's one particular boat ride that I love going to, but it's on like the weekday. It's on Tuesdays. Absolutely love it, but I gotta see how my schedule is gonna be working out for me to attend that because I don't even think I could attend that based off of my schedule because it kind of like conflicts with it. But I'm definitely going to be active this summer doing different things. Even it doesn't even have to be like, see, people think like in terms of your finances, like, oh, I can't do this because of my money or whatever the case may be, but there's so many free events. You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta Google and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be like, because one time they had like this whole skating thing, where it was you just had to bring your skates, and it was like a whole party or whatever. They had like the first session was for the kids, and then the other session was for the adults, and it was so fun. But I ain't even gonna hold you, like when I was skating, my my back was low key hurting. I was like, I said, girl, you got to get out and skate more. Because I do have my old school skates. I got some white skates with the pink rollers. I remember when I was younger, yo, I used to have rollerblades. Like, comment if you guys ever had rollerblades or whatever. I mean, if I'm pretty sure rollerblades are pretty more popular now than skates, but I have like the old school skates. So I'm like looking forward to that. Cause when I was growing up, they used to have like the skate key. Yo, the skate key was hitting, yo. Oh my God. Oh, that was just like the best time. Like, mm-hmm. Cause they had like the younger people had to be there early. And so I forgot the time we had to be there. But the line when I tell you the lines was freaking long, oh my God, was so long. Got in there, was skating. But I don't know. I have to find because they give like certain free events, and they come up with different things. Like they have like the painting some, what is it called? The parks department. So there's different like facilities around the city, and they do like different activities that they offer to the general public, and sometimes they offer for membership. Like before, membership used to be free for like everybody, but now it's only free for people who are like for young people up until like 24. It's a discount for like the elderly, and then of course like the adults, like we gotta pay or whatever. But for the most part, I think like some of the events are for the general public. um and but some is for you gotta have a membership for it or whatever. But yeah, and then like within that, they offer different free stuff that you could utilize. You know what I'm saying? They even offer like free computer training and different things like that. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, like a movie night. Sometimes when it's nice outside, they like have a movie night where you be outside, you bring your blanket, and they have like a big a screen outside with the movie playing, and it'd be nice. Sometimes they be having a family nights where it be all you could bring the kids and they'll play like a animated movie. Of course PG 13 movie. And it'd be just nice and positive. They had like a little skating event where you skate. Like I said, the kids was a certain time, and then the adults was a certain time, which was cool, you know. And then, like, you know, those are different ways to kind of like meet people and stuff like that. Like, because I know it's people out there, like, they get of a certain age and then they want to, like, meet new people, or whatever. Some people feel like once you reach a certain age, like, it's so difficult and challenging to meet new friends and stuff like that. But it's just like, it's not that challenging. It's like, if you want to meet new people, you gonna meet new people. If you don't, you're not gonna meet new people. That's what I'm at with it. That's just like, if someone, like, if you want to work, you gonna find work, right? If you don't want to work, you're not gonna find work. You know what I'm saying? It's just really up to um the person, pretty much. You feel me? So that's what I honestly think. But I'm gonna end it here, right? Until the next live, I thank you so much for listening in. Um, but yeah, definitely, if this is your first time listening, definitely subscribe, like, and share. Um, I do want this YouTube channel to grow. Um, yeah. Um, and be sure to go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and sign up for the upcoming live virtual call, F It Up, Forgive and Focus. That's going to be Friday, June 27th, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When you go to the website, just go to Beautiful Transformation, F It Up, and it's there. And then also definitely sign up for the meditation group. The meditation group, the Meaningful Meditation, that's the title of it. This meditation group meets up once a month, and it's always going to be on a Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once you sign up, everything will be sent to you. Okay. But yeah, so I am calling it a day. I see you on the next live.